Hey everybody, yeah, it's mid-afternoon Friday. I had a really nice spot picked out, table out in the open and everything, and it started to rain. Not raining hard, it's just sort of sprinkling right now, so I had to move to the shelter house. Fortunately, it was closed. So today I'm going to do another Evil Twin beer. I think this is, if I remember correctly, this is the only the second canned craft beer I've ever done. I'm going to do their Hipster Ale. Kind of a nice little can. From the website it says, perhaps you heard of a worldwide beer movement that tributes favorite hipster neighborhoods across the globe. If you feel excluded because you're hip but your city is not, this cutting edge hip without border pale ale is an homage to you, the global hipster. Cheers. It says style American pale ale, brewed at Two Roads Brewing Company in Connecticut. 5.5% ABV. Let's get this can. It's kind of weird. This comes in a 2-pack. Whoop! Got a lot of foam coming out of the can. Kind of made a little mess on the table here. Poured a little slowly. Must have got shook up a little bit on the way here. Let me let that head settle down a little bit. There's quite a bit of head there. Got a good 3 fingers anyway of a frothy, sort of ivory colored foam. Got a hazy golden color. Seems to be a moderate amount of carbonation streaming up, not a ton. I don't know if I see, it almost looks like there's some floaties in there or something. It's hard to tell. Maybe when I get it shook, maybe I don't want to shake it too much, as foamy as that is. Get a little more in the glass. Yeah, there's some little chunkies floating around in there or something. I'm not sure what that is. Not a lot of them though, not real bad. Not something I'm used to seeing in a pale ale, but let's give it a nose. Okay, yeah, we got those sweet malts, kind of a nice, almost funky hop aroma with citrus in it, some earthiness, a little bit of that dankness in there, but citrus, a lot of citrus, primarily orange peel, a little maybe some piney notes in there too. Not a bad smelling pale ale. Doesn't smell like any pale ale I've ever had before, but this is Evil Twin, so let's get a taste. Oh wow, it's got some nice some hoppiness in there, some light bitterness, fairly big. You can hear the trains behind me. Fairly big malt base for a beer of this relatively low ABV. But it's got a nice, rich, oily hoppiness in there. There's that citrus. A little bit of that funk, dank note that I got on the nose. Maybe just a bit of a dry herbal note towards the back end. Along with a kind of that light, slight malty sweetness. Little light tongue and mouth coating with the oiliness from the hops. A little more hops. Not quite an IPA category, but it's I don't know what the IBUs. I didn't see it. Couldn't find it anywhere. But the IBUs, I'm not sure. But I think they're up there. They're probably in the 60s anyway. It's medium bodied, got a nice smooth texture, decent carbonation. There's still a good amount of carbonation streaming up, but it's not overwhelming or anything like that. So let me I'll add the rest of this, and at least the head went down quickly. I think the can must have got shook up in the cooler, rolling around in the cooler a little bit. But yeah, there's a nice haziness to it. Some little chunks floating around, not a lot of them, but there's some chunks floating around. I'm assuming that's maybe yeast or something, but so far so good. Decent take of a American Pale Ale. So I'm going to sit and sip on this a while. I'll come back in a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's only been 10 minutes or so. I almost moved out to the other table because it had stopped raining, and no sooner than I did that than the rain started coming, and you might be able to hear it in the background. It's a little stronger than a sprinkle that it was. And to be honest, I'm really looking forward to next week. They're talking as they're calling it, the poor man's polar vortex is going to move into this area next week, like Monday and Tuesday. You're supposed to have lows in the 40s and highs in the 50s and 60s, and boy, I'll tell you, for July, that's going to be pretty darn nice. I'm really going to enjoy that. I'm looking forward to it, but overall, yeah, this is this is not a hipsterish ale. This is definitely not PBR lager, that's for sure. You know, not much hipster to it other than the name and maybe the packaging. It's really odd that it's in a 2-pack. I'm not sure why that is, but anyway, yeah, I didn't even pay for this. The manager of the local liquor store had bought it. Had bought a 2-pack for his wife. I guess she's the beer aficionado in the family, and she didn't like it, but I really kind of like it. I think it's a nice canned version of a pale ale, especially if you like the little funkier, danker notes that you get from some of those hops that you don't normally get in a pale ale. You usually get in an IPA. So I'm going to give the Evil Twin Hipster Pale Ale, I'm going to give it a good solid, I guess you can't, it's hard to see all the way around the can, but I'm going to give it a good solid 8 out of 10. Nice, easily drinkable beer. I'm not sure that it's worth the price because it's quite a bit just for a 2-pack and really low ABV beer, but nice tasty beer. Glad I got the chance to taste it anyway, so 8 out of 10. So till next time, everybody, cheers. And it's leaving some nice lacing down the glass. Let's keep drinking good beers.